She's got a point. She's an icon. She's a legend, and she is the moment.
What Wendy Williams said next about Kylie Jenner surprised everyone, and it wasn't just about fashion. In a fiery segment that's now gone viral, Wendy didn't hold back, accusing Kylie of once again copying Selena Gomez's iconic look. But this time, she hinted at something deeper, a pattern, a motive, a rivalry that fans may have missed. Let's break it all down. The alleged drama. Let's rewind a bit and set the stage for what's really going on between these three powerhouse celebs. For those who might be new to this tea party, Wendy Williams is known for her no-filter approach to celebrity gossip on her former show, The Wendy Williams Show. She's made a career out of her Hot Topics segments, where she doesn't hold back when it comes to calling out celebrities. And both Kylie Jenner and Selena Gomez have definitely been in her crosshairs before. Specifically, Wendy has had quite a bit to say about both these ladies in the past. Back in 2017, during an episode of her show, Wendy didn't mince words when talking about Selena, calling her one of the most manufactured artists and stating bluntly, Selena's not a singer.
Also, Selena Gomez is probably one of the most manufactured artists out here. Selena's not a singer?
Yikes. Wendy went on to suggest that Selena used her looks and high-profile relationships with celebrities like Nick Jonas, Zedd, Justin Bieber, and The Weeknd to promote her career rather than relying on her musical talents. Wendy even predicted that by age 27, people would be looking at Selena with a side eye, essentially forecasting a loss of relevance in the industry. But as we all know, that prediction didn't exactly pan out, did it? Since then, Selena has absolutely thrived, signing numerous acting and producing projects, launching her wildly successful beauty company, Rare Beauty, which, by the way, is absolutely slaying the makeup game, releasing a new album, and even earning her first #1 hit with Lose You to Love Me in 2020. And she did all this while being single, proving that she definitely didn't need to rely on high-profile relationships to boost her career. As for Kylie Jenner, she hasn't escaped Wendy's sharp tongue either. In 2018, during another Hot Topics segment, Wendy went on what can only be described as a full-on rant against Kylie while discussing her rumored pregnancy.
Look, there's something going down in the DM. She's not ready to be a mother. You know, and I don't care that her company is on track to be worth $1 billion.
But Wendy didn't stop there. She continued with some pretty harsh comments about Kylie's appearance and family situation. She remarked, "She's only 20, but her 20 is more like 35 because she's grown up on cameras. In front of us, plus she's got the mid-crisis makeover already," referring to Kylie's lip fillers. She then added this spicy comment, "Let me tell you something. You can do whatever you want to yourself, but the baby is still going to look like the old you."
The kid won't be born with a thin top lip? No.
I mean, talk about brutal. Many viewers and media outlets criticized Wendy's comments as unnecessarily mean, especially since they focused on plastic surgery shaming rather than any legitimate concerns about Kylie's readiness for motherhood. But here's the thing that's really important to note. Despite these documented instances of Wendy throwing shade at both Selena and Kylie individually, our extensive research didn't uncover any specific incidents where Wendy Williams blasted Kylie Jenner for copying Selena Gomez's look, let alone doing it again, which would imply a repeated offense. So where did this rumor come from? It's possible that it emerged from a misunderstanding or perhaps a conflation of several different controversies involving these celebrities. It's also worth noting that Wendy Williams has been dealing with health challenges in recent years, and her show ended in 2022, which means that if she did make such comments, they likely would have been made off-air or in a less formal setting that wasn't widely documented. But just because Wendy might not have directly called out Kylie for copying Selena's look, doesn't mean there isn't a history of tension between Selena and Kylie. In fact, these two celebrities have had quite the roller coaster relationship over the years, with several notable incidents that have fueled speculation about a potential rivalry. One of the earliest documented instances of tension between Selena and Kylie dates back to 2014, when Selena unfollowed both Kylie and Kendall Jenner on Instagram. According to sources at the time, this digital snub was reportedly due to Selena feeling that the Jenner sisters were flirting with her then-boyfriend, Justin Bieber. This came after Selena had been photographed hanging out with Kylie and Kendall at Coachella, where they seemed to be getting along well, even taking selfies together with face gems and flower crowns. Fast forward to 2018, and it seemed like any bad blood between them had been resolved, as Selena and Kylie were photographed posing together at the Met Gala. However, this apparent truce didn't last long, as new controversies would soon emerge. One of the most talked about incidents occurred in 2023 and has come to be known as the eyebrow drama. It all started when Selena posted a TikTok about accidentally laminating her eyebrows too much. Shortly after, fans noticed that Kylie Jenner and Hailey Bieber, who, as we all know, is married to Selena's ex, Justin Bieber, had posted what some interpreted as shady comments about eyebrows. The internet quickly went into detective mode, with fans speculating that Kylie and Hailey were mocking Selena's eyebrow mishap. The controversy got so intense that Kylie felt compelled to address it directly on social media, writing, "This is reaching, no shade towards Selena ever, and I didn't see her eyebrow posts. You guys are making something out of nothing. This is silly." Selena also chimed in, trying to diffuse the situation by responding, "It's all unnecessary. I'm a fan of Kylie's." Despite these public statements, the controversy had real consequences. Hailey Bieber reportedly lost nearly 1 million Instagram followers amid the drama. The tension seemed to resurface at the 2024 Golden Globes, where Selena was allegedly caught gossiping with her bestie Taylor Swift about being refused a photo with Timothée Chalamet by none other than his girlfriend at the time, Kylie Jenner. According to The Tab, a lip-reading expert confirmed Selena was definitely gossiping about Kylie and Timothée, although a source later claimed to People magazine that Selena was absolutely not discussing them. This conflicting information only added fuel to the fire of speculation about the state of Selena and Kylie's relationship. So while we can't confirm that Wendy Williams has recently called out Kylie for copying Selena's look, what we can say is that there's been a long and complicated history between Selena Gomez and Kylie Jenner that has given rise to numerous controversies and rumors over the years. And Wendy Williams, for her part, has never been shy about expressing her opinions about either of these celebrities. We need to take a closer look at the most recent interactions between Kylie and Selena, especially focusing on their public appearances in 2025 and whether there's any evidence to suggest that Kylie has been copying Selena's look. The fashion face-off. Let's shift our focus now to the alleged copying itself. Has Kylie been taking fashion inspiration from Selena? Let's examine their recent public appearances and style choices to see if there's any truth to these rumors. First, let's look at what both celebrities have been up to in 2025. According to our research, both Kylie and Selena have been quite active on the public scene this year, attending major events like Coachella 2025 and the 2025 Oscars. These high-profile appearances give us a perfect opportunity to compare their fashion choices and see if there's any evidence of copying going on. At Coachella 2025, which took place in April, Kylie Jenner was spotted wearing a yellow figure-hugging dress at a pool party. According to Online's coverage, she was seen mingling with celebrities, including her reported boyfriend, Timothée Chalamet. However, our research didn't find any mentions of Selena Gomez at the same event, at least not in the context of outfit comparisons with Kylie. This immediately raises questions about the copying allegations. If Selena wasn't even at the same event or wearing a similar outfit around the same time, it's hard to argue that Kylie was copying her look. Furthermore, recent photos of Selena show her favoring red and black outfits, which is a stark contrast to Kylie's yellow Coachella ensemble. Let's move on to another major event, the 2025 Oscars. Both Kylie and Selena attended this prestigious ceremony, giving us another opportunity to compare their style choices. According to InStyle, Kylie wore a sheer corset dress to the 2025 Oscars after-party, where she was accompanied by Timothée Chalamet. Selena, on the other hand, opted for what was described as a 35-pound bedazzled gown that she reportedly struggled with due to its weight. Again, these are vastly different fashion choices. A sheer corset dress and a heavy bedazzled gown are hardly similar enough to suggest copying. And importantly, our research didn't uncover any news articles or social media discussions accusing Kylie of copying Selena's Oscar look or vice versa. Let's also take a moment to consider Selena's recent style evolution. According to Marie Claire, Selena has been embracing spring 2025 color trends, moving away from what they called her all-black billionaire dress code. This suggests that Selena herself has been experimenting with different styles and colors, which makes it even more difficult to pinpoint a specific Selena look that Kylie might be copying. Another interesting angle to consider is Selena's relationship with her fiancé, Benny Blanco, and how that has influenced her fashion choices. According to CNN, Selena and Benny have been coordinating their outfits, embracing matching looks as a form of expression for their relationship. This is quite different from Kylie's aesthetic, which the same article described as girly, more dressed up, compared to Timothée Chalamet's casual style. In a recent interview, Selena gushed about her collaboration with Benny, showing just how strong their personal and professional relationship has become. She stated, "I think everything he does is incredible." This focus on her relationship with Benny further suggests that Selena is in a different place both personally and stylistically than Kylie, making the copying allegations seem even less plausible. It's also worth noting that our research team conducted searches on social media platforms like X, formerly known as Twitter, using queries such as Kylie Jenner-Selena Gomez copy look and Kylie Jenner criticized Selena Gomez look. Surprisingly, these searches didn't yield any relevant posts or discussions, suggesting that if there is any perception of copying, it hasn't gained significant traction online. If there's little to no evidence that Kylie has been copying Selena's look, why might such rumors persist? When there's a history of drama between two public figures, fans and media outlets may be more inclined to look for and amplify any perceived slight or imitation, even when there's little evidence to support such claims. Another factor could be the intense scrutiny that both Kylie and Selena face as two of the most followed individuals on social media. With millions of fans analyzing their every move, it's almost inevitable that some will draw comparisons between them, especially given their overlapping demographics and occasional presence in the same social circles. It's also worth considering the role that the beauty industry plays in this narrative. Both Selena and Kylie have successful beauty brands, Selena with Rare Beauty and Kylie with Kylie Cosmetics. This puts them in direct competition in the business world, which might contribute to perceptions of rivalry, even when it comes to their personal style choices. Speaking of Selena's Rare Beauty, it's been making waves in the industry. In March 2025, Selena was spotted at a Rare Beauty event in New York City wearing a rosy red outfit. This appearance came after she had been embracing what Selena's friend in an interview called her makeup artist skills, even sharing beauty tips and products with friends.
And I was working with them, and they're both so good, and they're dramatically different colors, and they both worked so seamlessly and beautifully. I did one each, and I was like, I don't know which one I like better.
Oh, that's so nice.
This focus on her beauty brand suggests that Selena is carving out her own unique space in the industry, distinct from Kylie's brand and image. Now, let's circle back to Wendy Williams for a moment. While she hasn't specifically commented on any alleged copying between Kylie and Selena, she has had plenty to say about the Kardashian-Jenner family as a whole. In one particularly scathing segment, she criticized the entire family's transformation over the years.
I mean, this family was so cute. Do you remember in 2007 when the show first started and that whistling theme song just seemed to really fit? No. I mean, you know, it just really fit the cuteness of the family, and now you look at them demonic-like, and everybody's life seems to be falling apart.
Wendy has also specifically called out Kylie's transformation, referring to her younger sister Kendall becoming a model, and then commenting on Kylie's changed appearance.
This Kendall, though, has gone on to be, you know, the model, just Kendall. And this one right here, what is that lip thing? She must hang out with Chloe a lot.
These comments show that Wendy has been critical of the Kardashian-Jenner family's physical transformations in general, but again, they don't specifically address any copying of Selena Gomez's look. It's also important to note that Wendy has been equally critical of Selena in the past. As we mentioned in part 1, she once compared Selena unfavorably to another famous Selena.
Selena Gomez is no Selena. Other than Madonna, Crazy for You, Luther Vandross, Dance with My Father, when I hear Selena sing, I can't help myself.
So while Wendy has certainly expressed strong opinions about both Kylie and Selena individually, our research doesn't support the claim that she specifically called out Kylie for copying Selena's look. So based on our thorough review of recent events and fashion choices, there appears to be no solid evidence supporting the claim that Kylie Jenner has been copying Selena Gomez's look in 2025, or that Wendy Williams has criticized her for doing so. The outfits worn by both celebrities at major events show distinct styles and aesthetics, and there has been no significant social media discussion or news coverage suggesting copying or imitation. The reality check. Despite what the rumors might suggest, there's no substantial evidence that Wendy Williams has recently criticized Kylie for copying Selena's look, or that Kylie has actually been copying Selena's style in any significant way. So in this final segment, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Why do rumors like this spread? And what's really going on with these three celebrities in 2025? First, let's talk about Wendy Williams. As many of you probably know, Wendy has been facing significant health challenges in recent years. Her long-running talk show, The Wendy Williams Show, came to an end in 2022, and she has largely stepped back from the public eye. Given these circumstances, it's unlikely that she would have made recent public comments about Kylie and Selena that weren't widely reported. When Wendy was at the height of her career, she was known for her no-holds-barred approach to celebrity gossip. Her Hot Topics segments regularly featured brutal takedowns of celebrities, including both Kylie Jenner and Selena Gomez. As we discussed earlier, she once called Kylie's appearance into question during her pregnancy.
If this is true, fans will fall in love all over again. Isn't that a beautiful thing, though? To carry your sister's baby.
And she certainly didn't mince words when it came to discussing Selena Gomez's career, claiming she wasn't a real singer and relying too heavily on her relationships for fame. But these comments were made years ago, and there's no evidence that Wendy has recently weighed in on any alleged copying between the two stars. As for Kylie and Selena themselves, both have been thriving in their respective careers in 2025. Selena has continued to build her acting resume while also growing her beauty brand, Rare Beauty, which has been praised for its inclusive approach and mental health initiatives. She's also been in a serious relationship with producer Benny Blanco, with whom she recently released a collaborative album that's been receiving positive reviews. Kylie, meanwhile, has remained a powerful force in the beauty industry with Kylie Cosmetics, while also continuing to appear on reality television and expand her business empire. She's been linked romantically to actor Timothée Chalamet, and the two have made several public appearances together at events like Coachella and the Oscars. Given that both women are successful in their own right and seem to be focused on their own careers and relationships, it begs the question, why would rumors of copying and feuding persist? One explanation could be the long-standing pattern of pitting successful women against each other in the media. It's an unfortunate but common practice to frame female celebrities as rivals, particularly when they share similar demographics or industries. This creates a narrative of competition that can be more engaging for audiences than the reality, which is that these women are likely too busy with their own lives and careers to be concerned with copying each other's style. Another factor could be the historical tension between Selena and Kylie that dates back to their connections to Justin Bieber. As we discussed in part 1, Selena unfollowed Kylie and Kendall on Instagram back in 2014, reportedly due to perceived flirting with her then-boyfriend, Justin Bieber. This old drama has likely contributed to ongoing perceptions of rivalry between them. The 2023 eyebrow drama and the 2024 Golden Globes incident have also kept the narrative of tension between Selena and Kylie alive in the public consciousness, even though both women attempted to diffuse the eyebrow situation, with Kylie explicitly stating, "No shade towards Selena ever," and Selena responding, "It's all unnecessary. I'm a fan of Kylie." The interaction still fueled speculation about their relationship. It's also worth noting that both Kylie and Selena have massive social media followings, with millions of fans who are deeply invested in their lives and careers. In such an environment, even minor similarities or interactions can be blown out of proportion and interpreted as evidence of copying or feuding. So what's the truth about Kylie and Selena's relationship in 2025? Based on our research, there's no clear evidence of ongoing tension or copying between them. In fact, they seem to be operating in different spheres, with Selena focusing on her music, acting, and beauty brand, while Kylie continues to build her business empire and maintain her reality TV presence. If anything, both women appear to have moved past any previous drama and are concentrating on their own success. Selena has been open about her personal growth and mental health journey, while Kylie has evolved from being the youngest member of the Kardashian-Jenner clan to a billionaire entrepreneur and mother. It's also important to consider how rumors like the one we've been investigating can spread and gain traction in today's media landscape. In an era of clickbait headlines and social media virality, sensational claims often get more attention than nuanced truth. A headline like, "Wendy Williams blasts Kylie Jenner for copying Selena's look again," is designed to grab attention and generate clicks, regardless of whether it's supported by solid evidence. Additionally, the internet's tendency to recirculate old controversies as if they're new can contribute to the persistence of certain narratives. For instance, the 2023 eyebrow drama might be resurfaced and presented as a recent event, leading people to believe that there's ongoing tension between Kylie and Selena when that may not be the case. Another important aspect to consider is the role of fan communities in perpetuating these narratives. Both Selena and Kylie have dedicated fan bases that can sometimes engage in heated debates and speculation about their favorite celebrities. These fan communities can amplify rumors and create the impression of drama even when the celebrities themselves aren't actually feuding. Let's also address Wendy Williams' current status. While she was once a major voice in celebrity gossip, her health challenges and the end of her show have significantly reduced her public platform. In 2022, it was announced that Wendy was battling serious health issues, including Graves' disease and lymphedema, and that she would be stepping away from her show. Since then, she has made only occasional public appearances and statements, making it unlikely that she would be actively commenting on current celebrity trends, like Kylie allegedly copying Selena's look. In fact, our research team's extensive searches for any recent comments from Wendy about either Kylie or Selena came up empty. This further supports the conclusion that the alleged blasting mentioned in the title of our video likely never occurred, at least not in the way it's been presented. So, to wrap up our three-part investigation, is there any truth to the claim that Wendy Williams blasts Kylie Jenner for copying Selena's look again? Based on our thorough research, the answer appears to be no. There's no credible evidence that Wendy Williams has recently criticized Kylie for copying Selena's look, nor is there convincing proof that Kylie has been imitating Selena's style in any significant way. Instead, what we've found is a complex history of interactions between these three celebrities, occasional tensions between Kylie and Selena, particularly around their connections to Justin Bieber, and a media landscape that tends to amplify and sometimes manufacture drama between successful women. As we've seen from examining their recent activities and fashion choices, both Kylie and Selena seem to be thriving in their own unique ways, pursuing different paths and styles that reflect their individual personalities and brands. And Wendy Williams, while historically unafraid to share her opinions about celebrities, appears to be focused on her own health and well-being, rather than commenting on alleged copying between Kylie and Selena. So the next time you see a sensational headline about celebrity drama, remember to approach it with a healthy dose of skepticism. The reality is often more nuanced and less dramatic than the clickbait would have you believe. What do you think about this celebrity controversy? Is Kylie Jenner really copying Selena, or is it all just fan drama?
There's always friction that happens when you make a movie like this, and then at the end of the day, it's that friction, I believe, that creates the beautiful art.
We all knew Justin Baldoni couldn't stand Blake Lively when he made these comments about her, but he still managed to treat her with grace. Blake, on the other hand, did not hold back from bullying Justin and launching an industry-wide smear campaign against America's sweetheart. Now the industry is fighting back, and Blake is crashing out because she's losing key roles in upcoming movies. Her career is taking a downward slope, and we are here for it. From co-stars to courtroom enemies. Before we dive into Blake's punishment, let's talk about what led to the legal shenanigans with Justin Baldoni in the first place. Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni starred together in the 2024 film adaptation of Colleen Hoover's bestseller, It Ends With Us. Baldoni not only played Ryle Kincaid, but also directed the film while Lively took on the role of Lily Bloom. The movie deals with some pretty heavy themes like domestic violence, and you'd think both stars would have approached the project with sensitivity and professionalism, but apparently that was too much to ask for. The relationship between these two started out looking all sunshine and rainbows. I mean, Baldoni initially had nothing but praise for Lively, even comparing her acting skills to a Ferrari during a promo interview.
It actually really helped me in the directing process, directing myself, because I had somebody who was just, it's like the difference between driving, maybe like a Toyota Camry, no offense to Toyota Camrys, or like a Ferrari. You're like acting with somebody who's like a Ferrari of an actor, and you move a little bit and then they respond.
He also couldn't stop gushing about how Lively wasn't just an actress, but a creative powerhouse.
Something you might not know about Blake is that she's not just an actor. She's so much more than that. She's a creative powerhouse. She's a producer, she's a writer, she's just a fashion designer. She touched so many aspects of this production, and everything she touched, she made better. She's just a walking, creative.
Well, how the tables have turned, because this little Hollywood friendship has disintegrated faster than my ex's promises, honey. By December 2024, this professional relationship had completely imploded when Lively filed a complaint with California's Civil Rights Department, followed by a federal lawsuit on December 31st, 2024. She accused Baldoni of sexual harassment on the set and claimed he was orchestrating a smear campaign to damage her reputation. According to Lively's team, they have text messages from Baldoni's PR team, including some juicy messages like one stating, "We can bury anyone," as evidence of a coordinated effort to tarnish her image during the film's promotion. I mean, who talks like that? Is this The Godfather or a movie promotion? But wait, it gets even shadier. Apparently, Lively's company, Van Zandt, filed a shadow lawsuit in September 2024 without using her name to subpoena private communications from Baldoni's former publicist, Stephanie Jones. This lawsuit was later withdrawn in December 2024, but not before it obtained texts that were later used in a New York Times expose titled, "We Can Bury Anyone, Inside a Hollywood Smear Machine." Baldoni's team called this move super shady and an abusive process. And honestly, I kind of have to agree. Like, who files a secret lawsuit to get dirt on someone? That's like going through your boyfriend's phone while he's sleeping and then getting mad at what you find. Toxic behavior alert. Naturally, Clearly, Justin wasn't going to take this lying down. In January 2025, Baldoni filed a $400 million countersuit against Lively, her husband Ryan Reynolds, and their publicist Leslie Sloan. Yes, you heard that right, $400 million. He's alleging defamation and claiming that Lively's accusations are completely false and have damaged his reputation. But wait, there's more. He's also suing them for civil extortion, claiming that Lively and Reynolds used their influence to control the narrative and harm him. And just to make sure everyone knows he's serious, he also sued the New York Times for $250 million, disputing their reporting on the smear campaign. Baldoni's attorney, Brian Friedman, has argued that Lively's lawsuit was just a strategic move to deflect from her own behavior. According to Friedman, Lively filed the secret subpoena to fish for damaging material without transparency, which, let's be honest, does sound a bit fishy. There have been whispers from posts on social media platforms suggesting that Lively attempted to overstep Baldoni's authority as director, refusing to follow direction and trying to alter the film's narrative. I mean, imagine hiring a plumber to fix your sink and then telling them exactly how to do their job because you watched a YouTube tutorial once. That's basically what Blake was doing if these rumors are true. The first court hearing occurred on February 3rd, 2025, with both sides clashing over the subpoena and Lively's motion to dismiss Baldoni's defamation suit. Lively's attorneys argued Baldoni's claims were an abuse of the legal process and lacked merit in federal court. But the real kicker? In April 2025, reports indicated that Taylor Swift, a friend of Lively, and Hugh Jackman, a friend of Reynolds, were set to be subpoenaed, though their involvement in the case remains unclear. Can you imagine Taylor Swift being dragged into court for this mess? That's like bringing your entire friend group into a fight with your ex. Super messy and totally unnecessary. The case is scheduled for trial in March 2026, with ongoing legal maneuvers expected to continue generating headlines for months to come. So buckle up, buttercups, because this ride is far from over. This whole saga has captivated audiences, with podcaster Zach Peter describing it as a David versus Goliath battle. Some view Lively as a powerful figure leveraging her status, while others see Baldoni as an underdog fighting against Hollywood elite. Media coverage has been extensive, with outlets like Daily Mail, The Times of India, and The Atlantic covering every single detail of this feud. Some are framing Lively's secret subpoena as clandestine, while others focus on how Baldoni is handling the stress of the legal battle. There's even a UK documentary called He Said, She Said, Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni, and multiple podcasts dissecting this feud, which just goes to show how much the public is eating this drama up. But the question remains, who's telling the truth here? Is Blake Lively the victim of harassment and a smear campaign? Or is Justin Baldoni the victim of a powerful Hollywood couple trying to control the narrative? Let's dive deeper into the allegations, the evidence, and the industry reactions in the next segment, so stay tuned. What really happened? First, let's look at Blake's side of the story. In her complaint filed with California's Civil Rights Department, she accused Baldoni of sexual harassment on the set of It Ends With Us. According to Blake, Baldoni made inappropriate comments and behaved inappropriately during filming. She also claims he was orchestrating a smear campaign against her with his PR team. Her legal team cited text messages as evidence, including that infamous one stating, "We can bury anyone," as proof of a coordinated effort to tarnish her image. According to Lively's amended complaint in February 2025, Baldoni allegedly made two other actresses uncomfortable, and they are willing to testify. Though, of course, we don't know who these mysterious actresses are yet. More specifically, Lively alleges Baldoni engaged in inappropriate behavior, including improvising intimate scenes without consent and discussing personal topics like pornography, which, if true, is honestly disgusting and completely unprofessional. Like, imagine going to work and having your coworker randomly start talking about their porn preferences. No thank you. On the flip side, Baldoni's team is adamant that all of these allegations are completely false. Baldoni's attorney Brian Friedman has stated that Lively's allegations are completely false, outrageous, and intentionally salacious. Instead, they're painting a picture of Blake as a control freak who was trying to take over the movie. According to Baldoni's lawsuit, Lively engaged in a calculated smear campaign and used her influence to bully him and take control of the film, compromising his creative vision. His lawsuit even includes text messages and claims Lively's team doctored evidence to smear him. One industry professional who's spoken out about this whole mess is Talia Shire, a storyboard artist on It Ends With Us. In an interview with 60 Minutes Australia on April 13th, 2025, Shire defended Baldoni and criticized Lively, alleging that Lively smelled Baldoni's kindness, mistook it for weakness, and tried to take advantage and take power. She claimed Lively attempted to take control of the film, resulting in a massive compromise of Baldoni's directorial vision. Now let's talk about that shadow lawsuit, because that's where things get really interesting. Lively's company, Van Zandt, filed this lawsuit lawsuit in September 2024 without using her name to subpoena private communications from Baldoni's former publicist. This lawsuit was later withdrawn in December 2024, but not before it obtained texts that were later used in that New York Times expose. Baldoni's team has called this move super shady and an abuse of process. And honestly, can you blame them? Filing a secret lawsuit to dig up dirt on someone does sound pretty underhanded. It's like being that person who creates a fake social media account just to stalk their ex. We've all known someone like that, and it's never a good look. But here's where it gets even more complicated. Baldoni's lawsuit doesn't just name Blake Lively, it also names her husband Ryan Reynolds and their publicist Leslie Sloan. According to Baldoni, Reynolds pressured him to accept Lively's creative changes, including rewriting a key rooftop scene. And get this, Baldoni's lawsuit claims that Reynolds' portrayal of the character Nice Pool in Deadpool and Wolverine 2024 was a vicious caricature, mocking Baldoni as a woke feminist, intended to harm his reputation. Lively voiced Lady Pool in the same film, tying the couple to the alleged mockery. Talk about taking your work home with you. Imagine being so petty that you use your multi-million-dollar superhero movie to take shots at someone you're feuding with. That's next-level pettiness. Now, let's talk about the other people who have spoken out against Blake Lively, because there seems to be a pattern here. One journalist, Kirsty Flaw, posted a 2016 interview with Blake Lively and Parker Posey for the film Cafe Society, which she titled "The Blake Lively Interview That Made Me Want to Quit My Job." The interview resurfaced in August 2024 amid backlash surrounding Lively's promotion of It Ends With Us. Flaw described the interaction as the most uncomfortable interview situation I have ever experienced. She claimed Lively was rude, particularly when Flaw congratulated Lively on her pregnancy, to which Lively sarcastically responded by congratulating Flaw on her little bump, despite Flaw not being pregnant. Ouch! That's like pointing at someone's stomach and asking when they're due when they're not even pregnant. Absolutely mortifying. Flaw also noted Lively's dismissive attitude when asked about the film's costumes, turning away to speak directly to Posey and ignoring her. Flaw later shared that the experience affected her confidence in subsequent interviews and was prompted to release the video after another journalist reported a similar experience with Lively. And if that wasn't enough, Lively faced backlash for a 2018 incident on the set of A Simple Favor, where she admitted to improvising a scene by grabbing a co-star's privates, which some fans labeled disgusting amid her current legal battle. The hypocrisy is real, folks. She's accusing Baldoni of inappropriate behavior, but she's done questionable things herself. Make it make sense. There have also been reports of tension between Lively and her co-stars over the years. For example, reports from 2008, such as one by New York Magazine, suggested tension between Lively and Leighton Meester on the set of Gossip Girl, with the two allegedly avoiding each other. However, showrunner Joshua Safran and cast member Michelle Trachtenberg later downplayed these rumors, stating the two were friendly but not close friends. Similarly, rumors of tension between Lively and Anna Kendrick surfaced during the promotion of Another Simple Favor, 2025. Though director Paul Feig denied rumors of a feud, calling claims of tension wrong. It's worth noting that Baldoni's attorney, Brian Friedman, claimed in a statement that over 50 industry professionals have reached out with complaints about Lively, but no names or specific allegations have been made public yet, so take that with a grain of salt, I guess. On the supportive side, Colleen Hoover, the author of It Ends With Us, initially appeared to be Team Blake. However, she deactivated her Instagram account amid the Lively Baldoni legal battle and removed posts related to the film, including one supporting Lively. The deletion of this post and her withdrawal from public commentary have been interpreted by some as distancing herself from Lively. Yikes! When even the author of the book is distancing herself, you know something's up. Blake does have some supporters, though. Jenny Slate, who played Baldoni's sister in It Ends With Us, expressed concern for Lively after the legal battle became public, calling the situation dark, disturbing, and wholly threatening. Brandon Sklenar, who played Atlas Corrigan in the film, also defended Lively on Instagram, urging people to read her complaint and condemning the online vilification of women involved in the film. Other celebrities who have publicly supported Lively include Amber Heard, Gwyneth Paltrow, America Ferrera, Amy Schumer, Paul Feig, and Robin Lively, Blake's sister. Amber Heard commented on Lively's California civil rights complaint, calling the alleged smear campaign horrifying and destructive. She even referenced her own experience with a similar social media takedown during her defamation case with Johnny Depp, noting that Baldoni's PR firm had previously worked for Depp. Birds of a feather, I guess. There's also speculation about Taylor Swift potentially distancing herself from Lively, possibly influenced by Travis Kelce, though no official statements confirm this. Both Swift and Hugh Jackman are reportedly set to be subpoenaed in this case, which just goes to show how far-reaching this drama has become. So who's telling the truth here? It's honestly hard to say without having all the facts. But one thing's for sure, this legal battle is far from over, and it's only going to get messier from here. The public, on the other hand, has already decided that Blake is lying and Justin is telling the truth. public reaction, and celebrity warfare. Just as podcaster Zach Peter said, David versus Goliath battle. And that comparison is pretty spot on if you ask me. We've got Blake Lively, a Hollywood A-lister married to Ryan Reynolds, with a squad that includes Taylor Swift, though maybe not anymore, going up against Justin Baldoni, who's definitely successful, but doesn't have nearly the same level of star power or connections. Social media sentiment is completely polarized on this issue. Some users on X, formerly Twitter, criticize Lively, calling her actions manipulative and accusing her of abusing the legal system to target Baldoni. Others highlight Baldoni's alleged smear campaign, citing the New York Times report as evidence of his intent to harm Lively's career while promoting himself as a women's advocate. The media coverage has been extensive, with outlets like Daily Mail, The Times of India, and The Atlantic covering every single detail of this saga. Some are framing Lively's secret subpoena as clandestine, while others focus on how Baldoni is handling the stress of the legal battle. There's even a UK documentary called He Said, She Said, Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni, and various podcasts including No Filter and The Crime Desk, have dissected the feud, amplifying public interest. When a celebrity feud gets its own documentary, you know it's serious. Let's not forget that a lot of this drama seems to have started during the promotion of It Ends With Us. Blake faced major backlash for her promotional approach, where she was perceived as tone-deaf for framing the film as a lighthearted girls' night out, despite its domestic violence themes. Comments like, grab your friends, wear your florals, and her simultaneous promotion of her hair care line, Blake Brown, and beverage brand, Betty Buzz, drew ire from fans and commentators. I mean, can we talk about the tone deafness for a second? Imagine promoting a film about domestic violence like it's the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants reunion. That's like promoting Schindler's List with popcorn and party favors. Read the room, Blake. This backlash definitely amplified scrutiny of her behavior, prompting industry figures like Kirsty Flaw to resurface past incidents. And once people started digging, they found a pattern of behavior that wasn't exactly flattering for Lively. On the flip side, some people are questioning Baldoni's motives and actions as well. In an interview during the film's promotion, Baldoni actually acknowledged that there was friction on set, but framed it as a positive.
There's always friction that happens when you make a movie like this, and then at the end of the day, it's that friction, I believe, that creates the beautiful art.
In hindsight, this comment takes on a whole new meaning, doesn't it? It's like when someone posts "living my best life" on Instagram right after a breakup. We all know something's up. What's particularly fascinating about this case is how it's being framed in the media and by the public. Some view Lively as a powerful figure leveraging her status, while others see Baldoni as an underdog fighting a Hollywood elite. The framing often depends on which side the media outlet or commentator is sympathetic to. There's also speculation about other celebrities getting dragged into this mess. Megyn Kelly interviewed Baldoni's attorney, Brian Friedman, on her YouTube show on January 7, 2025, where Friedman discussed suing Lively into oblivion and refuted her allegations. An X post suggests Kelly's coverage was coordinated with Baldoni's team, though there's no concrete evidence to support this claim. Similarly, posts on X claim that celebrity gossip blogger Perez Hilton and reality TV star Bethany Frankel produced content defending Baldoni and criticizing Lively, allegedly connected to Baldoni's lawyer. But again, there's no direct evidence tying them to the lawsuit. What about Blake's husband, Ryan Reynolds? He filed a motion to be dismissed from Baldoni's defamation suit, describing himself as a supportive spouse witnessing Lively's emotional, reputational, and financial devastation. Baldoni's team, meanwhile, claimed Lively and Reynolds believed they were untouchable, which, let's be honest, they kind of are in Hollywood. When you're part of a power couple and best friends with Taylor Swift, you probably do feel a bit untouchable. Speaking of Taylor Swift, there's speculation about her distancing herself from Lively, possibly influenced by Travis Kelce, though no official statements confirm this. If true, that would be a huge blow to Lively's public image. Losing Taylor Swift as a friend is like losing your verified checkmark on social media. Suddenly, you're just not as cool anymore. One particularly interesting detail from the case is that Lively referred to Swift and Reynolds as her dragons, likening herself to Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. Now, I don't know about you, but comparing yourself to a character who eventually went power mad and burned down a city might not be the best look. Just saying. Meanwhile, Adam Monshine, an actor who played an OBGYN in a birthing scene in It Ends With Us, has refuted Lively's claims. Lively's complaint alleged Baldoni cast his best friend Monshine in the role, claiming it was invasive and humiliating due to the intimate nature of the scene. Monshine denied these claims, stating she wore a full costume and prosthetic, and denied any inappropriate conduct. So, who's winning the PR battle? It's honestly hard to say. On one hand, Blake has the star power and connections to control the narrative. On the other hand, Justin seems to have more industry support, especially from those who have worked with Lively and had negative experiences experiences. What's clear is that this is a complex interplay of power dynamics, legal strategy, and public perception in Hollywood. Both parties have presented compelling narratives, but the truth remains obscured by conflicting claims and limited public access to unfiltered evidence. Lively's use of a secret subpoena raises questions about transparency, while Baldoni's countersuit and denial of harassment allegations suggest a defensive strategy to protect his career. The involvement of high-profile figures like Swift, Jackman, and Reynolds amplifies the case's visibility, but it also risks overshadowing the substantive issues of workplace misconduct and reputational harm. The polarized reactions on social media and in media reflect broader cultural tendencies to frame celebrity disputes as morality tales, often without full context. And that's exactly what's happening here. People are choosing sides based on limited information and their pre-existing feelings about the celebrities involved. As one reporter from The Atlantic put it, this case is a complex interplay of power dynamics, legal strategy, and public perception in Hollywood. Both parties have presented compelling narratives, but the truth remains obscured by conflicting claims and limited public access to unfiltered evidence. It's not hard to believe that Blake is the drama queen here, because this isn't her first rodeo. Over the years, she has faced numerous controversies that say a lot about her character. One notable controversy surrounds her 2012 wedding to Ryan Reynolds, which took place at the Boone Hall Plantation in South Carolina. The plantation has a complex and problematic history, having once been a site of slavery. The decision to hold their wedding there sparked criticism, with many pointing out the insensitivity of celebrating their union on a site with such a dark past. Lively and Reynolds later expressed regret over the choice, acknowledging it as a giant mistake and recognizing the need for greater awareness and understanding of the plantation's history. Another controversy arose from Lively's comments about Woody Allen, a director she worked with on the 2005 film Sisters. Allen has faced allegations of intimate misconduct from his daughter Dylan Farrow, who has spoken out about the trauma she experienced. Despite these allegations, Lively described Allen as empowering to women, a statement that drew significant backlash. Critics argued that her comments were insensitive to survivors of abuse, and that she seemed to dismiss the seriousness of the allegations against Allen. This controversy highlighted the challenges celebrities face when navigating complex social issues and the impact their words can have on public discourse. The case with Justin is scheduled for trial in March 2026, so we've got a long way to go before we get any definitive answers. Until then, we'll be watching closely as this drama continues to unfold, and you know we'll be here to spill all the tea as it happens. These controversies reflect the broader challenges that celebrities face in managing their public image, navigating complex social issues, and making decisions that can have far-reaching consequences. Lively's experiences highlight the importance of awareness, sensitivity, and thoughtful decision-making in both personal and professional contexts. But then again, no one is above the law, and everyone should be treated with civility irrespective of their status on the Hollywood roster. What do you think about this whole situation? Are you Team Blake or Team Justin? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on this juicy Hollywood drama. That's all for today, tea spillers. Check out other scalding tea from the cards on the screen.